Powered by official PGA Tour ShotLink and TrackMan data, Pure Strike allows. As your golf game improves, so does your path to becoming a major. The tee is yours at 30 of the world's most exclusive courses. Customize your experience by select your gameplay preferences here. That's it. Now take a minute to look around or select Quick Play to get out to the course.
EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage from this opening round. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. Some good names up there, including our leader. So we'll pick up the action on the tee at the par 5 14th. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. And what a pleasure it is now to welcome Notah Begay III, four-time winner on the PGA Tour. Notah, this was you, not that, well, I mean, it was a fairly long time ago, pal, but you know what it's like, right? You're starting out, you're an amateur, and she obviously has big dreams. What's your advice to a player in this spot?
Well, just to sort of stay to your strategy, I think the hard thing is with all the anticipation and the excitement around this performance and trying to make your way to golf's highest level, these young ladies have to really focus on what's gotten them to this point and really go out there and focus on their execution.
Okay, let's go back down on the ground and bring in Notah once again. And Notah, what are your impressions to this point?
Well, I'm impressed with the performance up to this point. A few mistakes here or there, but that's come to be expected in this type of scenario, in this type of format. But moving forward, I expect and anticipate to see some really good golf.
Now, from long range, this for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt, just a little bit off the mark. Oh, she's not gonna like that one. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And that's going to drop her down to 1 over. Arriving now at St. Andrews' infamous road hole, often considered the most difficult par 4 in golf. Tee shot has to fly the railway sheds and the grounds of the Old Course Hotel, landing on a narrow fairway beyond. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay III.
108 to the hole, standing on the wrong side of par right now, looking to get back to even. Sandwich in the air here, and it's drifting just right.
Fairly long 25-foot putt here.
Just a touch firm there. That'll be about 3-4 feet coming back. Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And she'll fall now to 2 over par. And now another par 4, the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
Yeah, the norm off the tee is really to avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose. I've never really figured out why they're called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Stay short of those is the safe line, and then a little pop bunker once again in the front left of this green called the Wig. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5, and she'll drop to 3 over. Now at the 17th tee, and Frank, this is really when you begin to feel the weight and the history of the old course bearing down on you.
And you also feel the nerves as well, because you're having to hit it not just at a fairway or over a bush, but over the corner of an out of bounds. And you'll see there's a little sign up there that says Old Course and Country Club. So you've got to pick the exact letter for the line that you want to hit it across. Hit it down the right side, this hole certainly becomes shorter. Left, you find the left and short, you find the road hole bunker. A little right and long, and well, there's a chance of going out of bounds or on the road itself.
From the rough, we check in with Notah.
She's got 149 yards left to the hole, looking to make up for that drop shot with a birdie here.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. Yes, one of the most famous finishing holes in golf. 357-yard par 4 18th at St. Andrews. Aim the drive at the clock on the R&A Clubhouse. And remember, the road here is an integral part of the course. Any ball that lands there must be played as it lies. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. A straightforward look here for birdie. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. And that will be an opening round score of 73. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly. Tomorrow, important round.
So that should just about do it for all of us. EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage of the second round. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway.
From where I sit, that's really disappointing.
We need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
That is an excellent lag putt right there. Had the speed perfectly. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And she'll stay at 1 over. One of the really beautiful aspects of playing links golf is you're oftentimes aiming at something so far off in the distance. Maybe it's a church steeple, or in this case, maybe it's a little left of the flag at number 11, and we're playing the 7th hole. The key, you want to avoid that shell bunker, which is short of the putting surface.
No problems there.
Second shot, good look at the green. EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage of the second round. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4 7.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And her score's going to stay right where it is.
Standing on the tee at the par 3 8th here at the old course. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
One of the biggest greens on the golf course. It looks flat, it looks like it's easy, but once that flag gets on the left side, this is when the hole becomes a little bit more difficult. It's very easy to take this hole for granted. It's very hard to hit it close, though.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. Getting this thing rolling should not be an issue. It is a long, down-the-slope putt for birdie. Yes, no problem, she says. That's it for her par. And her score is going to stay right where it is.
Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews, and Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball.
Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by it.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Rich, this is not a complicated putt. We're going up a little slope, so pace essential.
Okay, that's finished off for a par. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur. Obviously, 1930 was his Grand Slam year. He retired, by the way, at the age of 28. And then founded and built with Alister MacKenzie Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson as you play this 340-yard par 4 10th. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. This one measures out to 15 feet. Got it there, but not quite on target. So that in for par to start this backside. And her score's going to stay right where it is. When the round is over, you call your buddies and tell them at one of the more famous and diabolical par threes in the world, you met the challenge. Because I promise you, it can rob you of your spirit. Hill and Strath, those greenside bunkers, they've inflicted a lot of pain over the years. Okay, took on the flag there, and it's going to leave a decent look at birdie. Let's bring in Notah Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hand steady and the wrist quiet, making sure you get it started on line.
So that brushed in for par here at 11. And she'll stay 3 shots off the lead. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right, Rich. Get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make it extremely exciting come Sunday.
So that's it for us. EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, it's live coverage of the third round. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. We'll join the action on the tee at the par 3 11th. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Just 5 feet left. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And she'll crawl back to 1 over for the tournament. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But Good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
No issues here. That is into the fairway.
A dead-on look here for birdie.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And that's going to get her back to level par for the tournament. Here's a great hole, the 13th. It's 418 yards. The key, and you can see it as plain as day, is to stay away from those coffin bunkers. They are nasty. The approach should be aimed right at the center of this gigantic double green. That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing, and a big drive as well. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
With a solid tee shot, a great spot in the fairway has been found, but with that elevated green, it's tough to see where you're going.
Just a little over-ambitious on that chip shot. Just sailed past.
Not an easy one, 20 feet away. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And she's going to fall here to +1. Frank, the 14th is a big par 5, chance to make a big move, but also possibility of making a big number if you're not careful.
Yeah, you've got to be very aware of the out of bounds on the right side, even though it does move to the right. Ideal tee shot is down the right side that gets very close to that, because then that opens up the second shot and keeps that tee shot away from that crop of bunkers called the birdies. There's a big cross bunker up ahead that has to be avoided for the second shot. If you're long enough, you can reach this par 5 and 2, but this green with so many undulations, it is anything other than flat. Oh, such a sweet 3-wood. Actually, too good, if anything. It just flew through the air. And a little unlucky that first bounce. That was like rock hard.
Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Frank, one of the things I always loved about links golf is that you're not aiming at a flagstick or a tree, but sometimes you're aiming for a steeple in the distance, and this is a good example here at the 15th.
Yeah, the church steeple is the exact line off the tee. That gives you sort of the center of the fairway. Really, you don't have to be overly bold off the tee. This is about just finding a nice flat lie for that second shot, because this is another difficult green that's well protected by just one little bunker that's in the front left that you don't think comes into play. But if your second shot doesn't land the right distance, more often than not, it just gets swallowed up by that. Ball's on the green, I know that, but I'm looking at the flag, and I don't see the ball by the flag.
So a good lag putt there, Frank.
Yeah, the whole idea of a lag putt, sometimes you build a 3 or 4 foot circle and just try and get it inside that. Good putt.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. So, Frank, not much movement here on moving day and even par round, and they're going to find themselves pretty well out of the picture.
Yeah, even par on the third round is certainly going backwards in my book, but
EA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th.
well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Back down on the ground to Notah Begay III, and Notah right in contention at this point. Our featured player looks to me like a no-lose situation, whatever happens.
Well, whatever happens, whether they win or lose, they're going to take away some positives from this, and they're close enough where it's going to be a clear opportunity to come out a victor. But if it doesn't work out in that way, you got to really move away from the event, take some positives, and as an amateur golfer, you have to realize there's a huge future in front of you. You take these positives and you build on them.
And if it does work out, keep in mind there's a huge payoff as well in the form of that invitation to the Masters and as well an exemption into the U.S. Open. Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14th?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pop bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the fourth fairway. That's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. We turn to Notah Begay III for this look at birdie.
Still have to be aware of the slope coming downhill, but not a ton of break in this.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And she'll remain at 5 over. Back here at the 15th, and Frank, this fairway narrows up in a hurry.
And it's also, there's a big crop of heather that sort of constrains you if you're going to hit it just straight down the middle. Only the brave go down the right side. That brings in those little bunkers called robs. And they'll rob your scorecard, that's for sure.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this is problematic. We're in thick rough on the left-hand side, hitting towards one of the trickiest greens on the course.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole.
Need a little bit more pace and a little more borrow.
That one finished off. It's in for par. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Frank, the 16th hole. There was a time in my life when I was in 4th grade, I would have really enjoyed hitting the principal's nose. But that's not a good thing here?
Well, I'd like to think you graduated past 4th grade, but and if you did, then you'd be very aware of the principal's nose. You'd hit it left, it'd be a little longer in for your second shot.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Shame, good opportunity, but that ball just sailed on by.
Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Oh, in style. What a putt there at 16. It is down for a birdie. And she's going to get it back to 4 over par. Here it is, folks. You've heard about it. The road hole at St. Andrews. Iconic 455-yard par 4 17th. Tee shot must carry the railway sheds, and the approach has to avoid a deep pot bunker, not to mention the road on the right. Devilish. Some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
Yes, we have 140 yards left to the flag, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker.
Yeah, and here we are in the bunker that needs no introduction, having witnessed some of the most spectacular meltdowns in golfing history. But a calm sea never made a skilled sailor, Rich.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. That didn't need much more, but it does come up just about a foot short. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And she'll fall now to +5. Frank, no ordinary finishing hole, is it?
No, the 18th is named Tom Morris, one of the greats of the game many a year ago. And of course, every great player has walked across Swilcan Bridge. You'll get the opportunity to do that after you hit that tee shot. If you're very long, you can drive this green, but avoid the Valley of Sin. Enjoy the walk all the way up golf's most famous finishing hole.
And that will do just fine. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that will make this a final round score of 75. Well, Frank, a win would have been nice, but this is all you're looking for, right? Here at Q-School, just get in.
That's right, the focus is normally on the people that don't make it, the losers of Q-School. You know you had to finish in the top 40, had to get the job done, and that's exactly what we saw.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, it's opening round coverage of the event known as Q-School. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer will begin 7 shots off the pace. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Oh. Frank, what in the world happened there?
Brain fade.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, it's opening round coverage of the event known as Q School. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. Oh. Oh, she'll take that one. What a tough putt that was to salvage her par. And she's going to stay at +2. Well, as they say on tour, Bay Hill has a good set of par threes. Here's the 14th. It's 215 yards. There are those bunkers left and long. Stay out of those, and you have a good chance to put 3 down on the card. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Might have overread it just a bit, and it stayed out wide left of the hole. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And she'll drop to 3 over. Now at the 15th, big dogleg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Oh, that is so close, just a little bit more. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And that's going to drop her down to 4 over par. Well, we've seen it through the years. This 16th hole at 511 yards here at Bay Hills, one of the most exciting on the PGA Tour. Eagle is absolutely in play, but so too is 7 or worse. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
But those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And that will not help the cause. Frank, deep into a round, par 3 17th, water, bunkers, long shot. What are you thinking as you're stepping on this tee?
You just take 3 and move to 18.
And this is a common result. The 17th is a tough green to hit, and that will make its way into the back bunker. Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. Oh yeah, worth an exhale there. That's a good par save here at 17. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Frank, the 18th here at Bay Hill. This is a chance to be a hero, but it could all go horribly wrong, couldn't it?
Yeah, this is another hole and a great example of it's never over until it's over.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From 163 yards out, this a tough second. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
That's a good putt to save par here at 18. And this is going to be an opening round score of 77. These 4 days are going to be a grind. That's the nature of Q School. But day one, EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Arnie's Place, Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, today it's second round coverage of Q School. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. Time to head out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the long par 5 6th.
Had half the equation on that shot. The distance, not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
Ten-foot putt left. A good opportunity lost there. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And that's going to keep her at +6. Frank, the good news as you come to the 7th after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
Yeah, it's not as long as the second, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Getting ready to tee off now at the 8th. And Frank, this hole has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, even though it's a pretty hole, Rich, it's a fairway you must hit because that second shot here is one of the toughest on the golf course.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Sitting up in the fairway now, 180 yards away. Yes, she's going to like that one. What a shot there, and somehow she's going to walk off here with a birdie. It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter.
Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par 4. What's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker. It was a good tee shot, a little unlucky to run into the first cut.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway.
That is into one of the 4 bunkers that surround this 9th green. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, well, that is on the green, but apparently just too difficult to get enough loft on it out of the bunker, and that winds up well beyond the hole. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. A lot of you out there can relate to that. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that is going to drop her to +7. So that's where this tourney will end for our featured golfer. Their 2-round score falling outside the cut line.
And if you focus on it,
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From the home of the Ryder Cup in 2021, Whistling Straits, it's live first-round coverage of the season opening event, the Wisconsin Open. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. Some good names up there, including our leader. We'll get right out to the action.
Rough off the tee, straight out of the gate. That's interesting. So much will depend on the lie.
What an exciting time, our featured golfer beginning the professional journey on the Korn Ferry Tour. It's a good time to bring in our friend Notah Begay III, 4 times a winner on the PGA Tour, and he cut his teeth on this very circuit. Notah, what do you remember about that time? And I have a sneaking suspicion one round in particular is going to pop into your mind.
Well, Rich, yes, a great memory for me. Shot the first 59 in the history of the Korn Ferry Tour, which is a huge positive memory in my mind. And what it did tell me in terms of my career and what it meant moving forward was the fact that you have to go out and you have to be aggressive. You have to make birdies and you have to shoot low scores. There's no laying up on the Korn Ferry Tour if you want to take that next big step to the big show.
Settle. Yeah, that's really good from that distance.
safely in. It's a par here at the first, and she's going to hold on here at even par. Frank, Bold is beautiful here at Whistling Straits, and this second hole is for the Bold, isn't it?
Well, even though it's just under 600 yards, it is reachable for the long hitters. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, because that way you can see the green. There is bunkers left, and there is bunkers right.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a long and slender hole, very challenging, and being on the right-hand side makes it even more so. We're looking at a blind second shot, with that pot bunker just 35 yards short of the green, making it even more tough.
Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's two good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. We come now to the first par 3 at Whistling Straits, 188-yard third. Best to favor the right side of this massive green to avoid Lake Michigan and those deep bunkers and dunes on the left. And that one gonna wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. Okay, so this one, maybe a birdie putt in name only. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And she'll remain at 1 under par. So off the par 3 third, now a beefy par 4, Frank.
And it's called Glory. Make 4 here, give yourself a self 5.
Up next, the hardest hole on the course, the intimidating 494-yard par 4 fourth. Many players avoid the mounting on the right side of the fairway, only to bounce their tee shots left toward the bunkers and dunes that fall off toward Lake Michigan. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We just didn't need to make this fourth hole at Whistling Straits any harder, but nonetheless, down the left-hand side we are, and that makes this second shot, well, it's a big ask to find the green.
From the rough into the bunker or the frying pan into the fire, sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Step this one off at 30 feet. Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4. And she'll fall now to 2 over par. So 1 round complete, and Frank, this is such a good field this week. We may see the cream rise to the top come Sunday.
I hope you're right, Rich. This is a great golf course.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Whistling Straits Golf Course on the shores of Lake Michigan, live second round coverage of the Wisconsin Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. And just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And this is going to need a little push to get it up the slope. But other than that, I don't see a whole lot of left to right in this.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Okay, that one in for par. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Frank, there's a good reason they call this 7th hole Shipwreck. It's 221 yards long, and there is plenty of trouble to the right.
Yeah, water, rocks, bunkers, all sorts of things. But really, when you look at the hole another way, it shapes up for a left to right shot.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. So now this from 65 feet away. It's for birdie. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And her score is going to stay right where it is. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. Gonna work this up that left-hand side.
Well, that tee shot just finds the first cut. Ball does sit up there. Not too much of a problem.
A look here at birdie.
Well, there's a fairly significant slope to take into account here. In terms of the break, it is going to move a hair from right to left, so 2 key things to focus on.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Headed to the clubhouse now for a hot dog and a soda at the turn. But first, a little bit of business here with this par 4 ninth.
And this is going to take a straight tee shot. Trouble on both sides of this fairway. Also, be very, very aware of the shape of this fairway. It's downhill and slopes left to right.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Sizable putt from 16 feet. Nope. Okay, that one cleaned up without any issue, and that is a par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. From the eastern shores of Wisconsin and Whistling Straits, it's live third-round coverage of the Wisconsin Open. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Notah Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting here at the par 5 fifth hole. And that will do just fine. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the fifth hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and she'll stay at 1 over. We turn back northward here at the par 4 6th hole, measuring 409 yards. It is known as Gremlin's Ear, which is not particularly warm and inviting, and with good reason. Bunkers are everywhere. 2 of note to avoid: the large bunker right of the fairway, and then the Gremlin's Ear itself, the pot bunker at the elbow of the green. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, and this 6th hole is the shortest on the front 9, known as Gremlin's Ear. That's because of the unique shape of this green. Thankfully, the pin today is in the front portion. Definitely more accessible, but beware of those bunkers short right.
That one's not even close. That is way to the right. Just 5 feet left. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and her score is going to stay right where it is. On the 7th tee now, and a tricky 221-yard par 3.
If you have a look at the way in which Pete Dye has designed this hole, you can see that the green shapes away to the right. So if you can bring the ball in from the left, it's certainly desirable.